I believe there are some bars over there, which I'm quite in need right now. So I'll tell you what happened. I overslept. When I got here, it was a late afternoon to a Yala Malls circuit, and I got scammed by the taxi driver, and it was a Grab. I ordered it on Grab, no less. So what happened was, he charged me 750 pesos. I did suspect that it was fairly high, and then I went to check my app and realized that it was only about 390. It was under the 400 mark. Right, so I got in touch with Grab. Now, this was a silly thing. I paid him by cash. I had no proof that I gave him the cash. Oh boy. Unfortunately, when it's a bad experience, I just got to say it for what it is. And what it is that I was fleeced by that taxi driver. I guess I've missed happy hour. Hello, hello, and thank you for tuning in to my channel. Right, so today my plan was to film a video of me being in MAKATI, and I specifically wanted to go to Greenbelt Mall. Now, as you can see, it's the evening time now, and it is dark at night. Now, I've just spent about an hour and a half trying to look for where I'm going on foot. Believe it or not, Gucci. Yeah. So yeah, we're in the high end, obviously. Now, what I'll have to do now is get out my map, because my Google Maps, because I am relying on that. And I guess everyone's wondering why I'm talking to myself. Well, they'd be right if they are thinking I am a madman. But yeah, this place is packed. Almost tripped over as well. No, those huge queues are to do with getting a jeepney. And this is no joke. This really is no joke, this queue. Now, you just might be able to see. Now, I'm guessing I am in... Excuse me, is this Greenbelt? Greenbelt, over here. Okay, thank you. Just decided to ask someone in this massive queue if I'm in Greenbelt. And also, according to my map, oh, this queue is ridiculous. And they're all excuse me, are you queuing up for a jeepney?
Yes, sir.
Oh damn, that's a long queue. Alright, sorry. I just had to ask. I just had to know for sure that this queue, oh, it's massive. It spans a whole block. The block spans, I'm not going to try and multitask now because I am failing. I'm failing miserably with the multitasking, double tasking. Right, I'm gonna let me show you some of this in case I don't get a chance afterwards. And there's this massive long queue for the let me follow the locals here and cross over. Can't go too wrong there if you're following the locals, what they're doing, I guess. Right. There's Hard Rock Cafe and TGI Fridays. Now I just want to talk about a bit about what happened when I got here. So first of all, I was supposed to come here and do a video of MAKATI because I wanted to go and find Ayala Avenue. Ayala Avenue in MAKATI is basically this is the city centre, the business district, the main business district central, which is MAKATI, and I wanted to go and have a walk through Ayala Avenue because that is where what they nickname the Wall Street of the Philippines, where the stock exchange, the Philippine Stock Exchange, was based before. I don't know where I'm going again, but let me show you some views, man. The MAKATI Stock Exchange, that's been around for, I'd say, nearly a century, used to be based in MAKATI, Ayala Avenue, which is where I wanted to film and talk about, really. And I think sometime in the early 90s, late 80s or early 90s, they merged, MAKATI Stock Exchange merged with the Philippine Stock Exchange, and shortly after that they moved over to BGC, Bonifacio High Street, and the main stock exchange was then based over there from the early 90s up until recently, up until last year. They shut it down completely, closed down. It was 2 floors, 2 trading floors for the Philippine Stock Exchange in BGC, and then they closed it last year, for the most part due to the pandemic, and are now working everything on the Philippine Stock Exchange, all done digitally online. I was going to do a video during the daytime to go through Ayala Avenue. We are in Ayala Avenue now, but what happened was I took a nap because I woke up in the middle of the night. I couldn't get back to sleep again, and I took a little nap. That little nap turned into quite a big nap. So when I got here, I've been trying to find, I got to Ayala Mall's circuit, and I walked from there over to here. Like I say, which I say has taken me about 1.5 hours to get to Ayala Avenue, with a view to getting to Greenbelt Mall, because I believe there are some bars over there which I'm quite in need right now. So I'll tell you what happened. I overslept. When I got here, it was a late afternoon to a Yarla Malls circuit, and I got scammed by the taxi driver, and it was a Grab. I ordered it on Grab, no less. So what happened was, he charged me 750 pesos, and from my condo unit it's about 400. Now I didn't really notice I was in a hurry to get to where I needed to. I did suspect that it was fairly high, but I just paid him. And then I went to check my app and realized that it was only about 390. It was under the 400 mark. So right, so I got in touch with Grab. Now, this was a silly thing. I paid him by cash. I had no proof that I gave him the cash. Now, if I think back properly to it, usually Grab, what they do is on their mobile phone, they've obviously got an account themselves, the Grab taxi drivers, and they will populate, they will go on their app, and they obviously are able to populate the actual price of the destination of where you stop. And wherever I am, this is a lovely place. Yeah, and I should have realized that he didn't do that. He just asked me for 750 pesos. So anyway, he didn't go on the app, and so what I noticed afterwards on my app, because usually what happens is the price gets populated, and then it's also duplicated on my app as well to show the price. Now, if he'd have done it properly, obviously whatever price he charged me would have been whatever price I gave to him. I don't know if I'm jaywalking because all the locals seem to be waiting. Oh, there's a lovely area there as well. Check this out, where I am now. I mean, the directions given to me were to proceed the other way which I'm facing right now, but I just can't help but to show you exactly. So if I get lost again, I'm going to go back there, because there's bound to be a few bars around here somewhere. I guess I've missed happy hour. So anyway, so if he'd have done it properly, it would have populated onto the app and onto my account as well. But he didn't do it properly. He just asked for his own price, and then what he's gone and done, I noticed afterwards on my app, which normally shows the proper price that's been charged, he's put 79 pesos. I contacted Grab helpline customer service, and actually they were as good as gold. Unfortunately, I haven't verified my Grab account. Yeah, I didn't realise. Obviously, when I signed up to it, I was able to order things there and then, so I didn't bother with obviously what should have been a verification process. But I'm going to need my ID for, you know, locally where I'm staying now, so I'm going to need proof of that, because what Grab does, when the Grab app does, when they verify your account, you need documents to snapshot, and obviously credit card details, bank card details, and all the rest of it. Bank card details I've done already. Just the verifications, they need some documents to prove where you live and stuff like that. Oh boy. Now I've got to say what it is. This is absolutely lovely. Check this out, baby. Check this out. Oh. Hello. It's called the yeah. Oh yeah, right, okay, yeah. I guess the branding gives it away. Yeah, it's really good. I was wondering why. Yeah. Sometimes it just goes crazy, right? And when you try and control it, I try and control it manually with the joystick. Not only that, obviously you know what you're talking about, but what I also noticed, I think it was something to do with maybe the chargers run down, and then you need to recharge it, and then there's never a problem. So yeah. Are you a vlogger yourself, are you?
Yeah, I have one myself.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
I was just wondering what gimbal. There's not much gimbals in the market for GoPros.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's usually for phones or full-size cameras.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, this is the only other criticism I have is that I have a case for my GoPro to put, you know, to attach all the lights and everything like that. Yeah. And
mod.
Well, not the mod, it's another one where I can put my light and you can put speakers on there if you like and things like that. Trouble with that one is I can't use it because when I used it,
it's too heavy.
It's too heavy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So but apart from that, no, brilliant. I love this thing. Yeah, fantastic. Nice talking to you. So you probably heard that conversation. Yeah, so anyway, this is great. I'm going to take a spin around here. I don't even know if I'm in the right place. It says here, according to Shangri-La is straight on, Ayala Avenue is to the right, Landmark, Glorietta. Right, so yeah, so to that end, going back to the Grab taxi, I mentioned in the other video that unfortunately taxi drivers around here, I've got to say it for how it is, and unfortunately I've got to report what I see, what I observe and what I experience. Now if it's a good experience, I really enjoy reporting good experiences. Unfortunately when it's a bad experience, I just got to say it for what it is. And what it is that I was fleeced by that taxi driver afterwards. I was fleeced by that taxi driver. I realised after the fact, and I got in touch. Now the upshot of that is that as soon as my account is verified, I have got a reference number, a ticket number, which Grab has given me, so that we can always refer back to it when I message them next. And they have told me that they will refund me that difference, which the price that it should have been, obviously a price difference between what I got charged, what I gave the taxi driver, and what the price should have been. So to that end, what I say about unfortunately with Grab also, you got to watch those taxi drivers. From tonight onwards, I'm going to be when I order my Grab, I'm just going to have to square it up with a cab driver and say, look, can we just confirm what the price is going to be as per the quote, please? And then obviously you won't run into any problems. I won't run into any problems eventually when I get dropped off at home. Apart from that, so that I don't experience this again, so I don't come across this predicament again, what I'm going to do is, because I've obviously inputted my card details onto the Grab app, and I will be later on verifying my details and myself onto the app, I'll obviously be able to what do you call it, pay by card in advance my ride, yeah, when I order my Grab, and that will completely avert any more issues like that again. So until then, any grab that I will be getting, I will have to just check with the driver, confirm with the driver, say, look, what price am I going to get charged here, or what price roughly the ballpark, as per what the app is saying, because they give you like between what price and what price, and then obviously verify it that way before we even start the journey. So yeah, it saddens me to report that kind of unfortunate news. But the upshot of it here was, as soon as I got here, I had to go to immigration, by the way. Immigration staff were great. There was a bit of disorganisation going on with the queuing system. In other words, there was no queuing system there. And obviously I was already upset being overcharged and fleeced for my taxi. And I wasn't very happy when people behind me decided to get onto the counter before me. So again, my word had to be taken for it that I was in line first. The staff there were brilliant, and then where I've been getting lost, yeah, I'm a dumbass. I've been getting lost at the same time with my Google Maps, trying to find where I am now, basically. Getting lost, and I've been asking the security guards around here, you know, to confirm if it's in the right direction where I'm actually going. Basically, it's like, because obviously you're going to hit certain roads which, you know, are funny sort of roads according to the map. You know, obviously you can take shortcuts, obviously you can go through roads that you don't need to follow exactly according to the maps, and then the maps are going to direct you to parts the long way around where you don't need to walk. Maybe, you know, if there's a one-way road, it's going to, you know, get you to walk the whole way round the road, where you could just go diagonally across or something, or go through one of the small roads. So all I'm saying is the upshot of that unfortunate situation, that negative situation with the taxi, with the Grab taxi, no less, I've just come across very helpful people thereon afterwards. Hopefully the next time I'll be in a bar having a drink and maybe recommending some bars to you. This place is really impressive. As I was walking through here, or when I was on my way en route to this area, there were like loads of local places around. In fact, shall I walk back down there? Let's see. I won't know where I'm going. Yeah, I won't know where I'm going. So I think I'm gonna hit TGI's for maybe a quick a drink. Just to show you somewhere to drink around here. This place is absolutely buzzing. It really is. It's very impressive. There's so much around here. Proper huge city around here. I think it's upstairs anyway. Oh, well, there it is upstairs. So I think I'm gonna just wander in there. It's nice, very nice. Right, okay. I kind of showed, I think I showed a bit of the old TGI Fridays, but I forgot there's music in there. So what I'll do next time, I've lost the will now. Suffice it to say, there is loads of stuff going on around here, but I'm not going to bother to get a drink around here. I'd have to look for the place. I don't want to go back too late either. I'm tired, my feet are killing me, my back, I can feel, will start playing up very, very soon. And what we'll do is next time we'll have to find a place. So I'm encouraging recommendations here from any kind of persons out there watching the video, to put any comments on my feed, any suggestions in relation to any like hangouts, bars, restaurants, whatever. I think what needs to be done is to find an outside area, like that, the bar with an outside area to drink where the music is not so loud, and then sort of film it that way, get a review done that way. Right, just to say, I am finishing this vlog on a good note, because unfortunately I had a bad experience with a Grab taxi earlier on coming here to MAKATI, and now I'm being taken home by a Grab taxi driver who is the complete opposite. He is as nice as you like, very nice guy, very polite, very helpful, and best of all, very honest. And the other thing, Antoine, is, you know, when people say that the taxi drivers say they don't want to take you, they're going to refuse you your ride because it's too much traffic. What's
because it's too expensive, man.
No, but surely, okay, if you ride a meter, surely that will reflect the price, right?
Yes.
So why not just be honest, put on your meter, and then you get a nice long ride? And actually, the fact that there is a lot of traffic is to your advantage, right? I don't get it. But anyway, I just wanted to share that my return journey going back to my home from MAKATI is a pleasant experience with an honest taxi driver this time around. Okay, so I'm back in Paranaque from MAKATI. Yeah, I was a bit tired. Obviously been on my feet for quite a while. Well, I say been on my feet for quite a while, walking from, you know, one place to the next, going over to Ayala Avenue from Circuit Malls. Cheers. Sandmig light, very refreshing actually. So yeah, this place is Resto Bar, very local, just literally across the road from me. And yeah, it's, I think they got Fast and the Furious on. That looks like Fast and Furious Part 2 to be precise. Anyway, what I wanted to finish up on, I did film the taxi ride coming back from MAKATI, and you couldn't have had a bigger contrast. I did actually start filming while we were in a taxi because he was such a nice, genuine guy. You know, the taxi driver, that I just had to film it. The only problem was the lighting was very poor, and so I mean it was very dark. So I'm not sure that I've even been able to catch myself on there. Might be able to put on some audio there from when I was talking with the taxi driver coming back. But what a contrast! Just to say that the faith, if you like, has been restored, as this guy was so honest, complete contrast, no issues with the fare at all. And he actually showed me as well, because we talked about my poor experience, should I say, getting there, you know, earlier on today, getting to MAKATI. So he actually showed me, you know, what the Grab drivers do at the end of the journey, which is what I was mentioning about going onto their app. Obviously they have an account on there, and then they obviously hit to the end when they get to this destination, and it populates the fee, the price, the taxi fare at the end of it. So that's what you should always do. That's what I should have remembered and realised to do. If you're going to question it, you know, obviously with Grab, they're with Grab. If you're going to question it, just go, well, just it's on the app. The price is on the app. So what is that going to be? Rather than allowing them to quote you, you know, whatever price. So that is it. That's all I wanted to mention, just in case I didn't get that bit of footage in the taxi coming back. I just wanted to show what you know, because I mean, it's as if like a lot of taxi drivers here, even when I was there at the time before I came back, taxi drivers are like, you know, where you going? As soon as you tell them where you're going, they don't want to drive too far. You know, they rather give their own high price and do short, convenient journeys. So not only are they greedy, but they're lazy as well. And it's a shame, really. You would, like I say, you would have thought that all these arrogant taxi drivers over here who don't put on their meters, you know, that they're rich. You know, that's the impression I'm getting. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that. Really nice guy, really genuine, sincere guy, bringing me back on the Grab taxi just now. And you know, if all the taxi drivers were like that, his name was Antoine. If all the taxi drivers were like Antoine, I tell you what, you would have no issues whatsoever. If you ever come across Antoine, you know, if he's driving you around in a taxi, give him a good tip. Give him a good tip. He deserves it. He's really hard working, and he's a stand-up guy. Anyway, I will see you for the next installment.